Ame moved to Tianjin with her mother to start a new life with a new family and lifestyle. She lived in the Yunxing household and was fascinated about all the new things she never got to experience when she was living with her uncle. Her new life seems great until Yan Chang, a servant, told her the story of how her mother became a concubine. Her mother was raped by Wu Zeng with the help of the second wife. Now that she don't have any shame left, she could only become a concubine for him. After hearing the story about how her mother was treated by the wives in Wu Zeng, her perspective of her new family changed. Her mom later died from an opium overdose. Yin Yin came from a wealthy family and later married an older guy. Her husband left her after knowing that she got pregnant. She then aborted the child to live in the countryside in poor conditions. Later, she worked as a shop girl where she met Clifford St. Clair, her current husband. Clifford waited for Yin Yin for 4 years before she decided to marry him. They moved to America and had their daughter. At this point, Yin Yin had lost all her spirit from the things she had experienced, so she decided to cut her daughter's tiger spirit loose too to show her love. When Linda moved to America, she had a hard time getting used to the Western culture. She got a job at a fortune cookie factory where she met Anne May, who later introduced Lindo to her husband. After getting closer to Tin Jong over English class, they get married. They have their first son, Winston, who later died in a car crash at 16. Their second son is named Vincent. Lindo thought that she was content with her life until she gave birth to her daughter Waverly. When she saw how similar they looked, she decided that she wanted more to give Waverly the best life she could. Jing Mei and her father traveled back to China to meet the 2 baby girls that her mother left. She had always felt that she never really fit in as a Chinese because she grew up in the States. During this trip, Jing Mei has done a lot of self-reflecting and trying to connect to her Chinese heritage more. She also learns more about her mother, about why she abandoned her babies, how her mental state was after abandoning them, and her journey in trying to find those girls. Later, when she met her sisters, Jing Mei realized that the Chinese in her is in her family.